Hey guys, so thanks for joining me. I just wanted to share with you, I'm out here on the trail, as you can see behind me. The other day I posted a video titled something along the lines of learning to thrive, not just survive through the winter. And it made me realize that I have not been sharing any of my insights and knowledge in that area. I've just been focusing all on spiritual posts, and duh, it's all related, of course. Our spiritual journey and wellness is going to be impacted by our physical health, which also impacts our mental health, our mental spirit, all of it. It's a holistic approach to your life is what we all need. And so some of you may know, some of you might not. I keep checking for people just because they might not want to be in a video, but I was a personal trainer in my former life. not that I believe in that we have a former life, you know what I mean though. But in the past, for about 8 years, I'd say, I did that like in addition to counseling and things. And so I realized, like, I got out of doing that in the middle of grad school. It just became too much. I let my certification go, but I can share what I know and what I learned through my process, as well as I have a history of some different autoimmune diseases that before I understood what healing was available to me through the Holy Spirit, before I understood that, all I knew to do was to battle it with just tons of research. And I had it for many years, so I was like digging into all the alternatives of, options aside from the pharmaceuticals. And so I have learned a lot about nutrition and supplements and just alternative methods to a lot of different things. So I was like, I'm going to share some of that as well as we go. But I just wanted to show you, I'm out here. It's beautiful. The sun's shining. There's snow on the ground, which is beautiful. It's crisp, but it's not freezing, which is great too. And I just wanted to share too, like, some of my tips I mentioned the other day. I got my cough drop in. It's pretty tasty. I'm layered up. If you're not used to getting out in outdoors, and it's going to depend too on what you're doing, if you're walking or hiking versus running, but like and it's trial and error before you figure out what your body needs and under what temperatures. I'm probably a little extra layered because it is like 40 degrees today. But things like, I have a base layer, my arms and my legs. Now this base layer is not as insulated as, like, I have one that's an Under Armour that's super tight. And so this one has, like, you can see, like, a little more space in between my skin and that. So when it drops to like below 30, this won't do. If it gets really cold, I put an extra layer on my bottom and my top. That's also fleece over top of my base layers. Like I mentioned before, I have what I call my ninja mask, which, like I said, I like to use a thin one, but you can get thicker ones, and you can pull it down or pull it up over your nose or just over your mouth. Helps you with cold air, helps keep your nose warm, your cheeks, especially when it's windy out. So there's some tips. And you might be thinking, well, how do you run in the snow? You don't necessarily need these. You can manage without them, but I like to have them. I'll show you here. Sorry, I'm not. So, and they're kind of, okay. And these are Yak Tracks. You strap onto your shoes. I love them. Sorry, my nose. I love them. There's different versions out there, different brands, but there's ones that are spikes. Those work well for walking on ice, but I find in the snow like this, when you're running, these coil ones like you saw on mine, that kind of go, they crisscross across the bottom of your shoe instead of spikes that stick down into the ground. I feel like they grip better and give me more traction in the snow, just my opinion. So yeah, I'd suggest trying those out as well. And then you got to watch, because like some days like today, like parts of the trail like this are completely covered and there's parts that are bare. Sometimes it's like, did I need to wear these? And they'll get a little gunked up with mud, but I actually then try to run to any bits of snow I can. But that's just another tip for getting outside more. And I'm going to give you more tips for just getting moving in general. Maybe you just aren't going to do it in the winter. You're not going to get outside. I feel like there's way more benefit to that mentally, spiritually, physically as well, of course. But I'll be sharing other tips, like just ways to get some workouts in. If you're feeling like you want to grow to become a runner, go slow, do a walk run initially, jog run. Don't increase more than 10% at a time. I do that per week, and even though I've been running for a long time, I still follow that rule. Just, it's not worth it to strain something. Conditioning, strength training is really, really valuable. Specifically like circuit training and workouts that aren't building necessarily gym muscles, but it's more like functional fitness. So I'm going to share some of that too as we go. If you're working out or you're going to be and you're worrying about being sore, I suggest L-glutamine powder. You can put it in your water, you get it flavorless, you can't even tell it's there. It really helps with muscle recovery. Also, branched chain amino acids, BCAAs, is really good for pre, during, post workout. I usually mix it up, drink some beforehand, during the workout, and finish it off after. It's really important. It helps you to build the muscle that you're breaking down, build it back. The one I got, I can't remember the brand. I can maybe put a picture under in the comments. It's for women specific, and the balance of the amino acids is supposed to be specifically beneficial for women. And read the ingredients, because a lot of that stuff will have artificial flavoring in it. This one does not. It uses monk fruit, which actually is not only is it not toxic to us, but it is actually anti-inflammatory, which is great. And then it is pink in color, which I was worried about at first, but I realized they use beetroot powder, and that's what gives it that pink color instead of red dye. So just pay attention to the labels. You don't want to be doing more harm to yourself with your workouts than good. So anyway, I just wanted to share that I'm out here and I'm just so energized by it. I'm feeling God's presence. It's just such a gift that we can do these things, Lord. That we can do these things. So I encourage you. The Lord gives us all these blessings. I encourage you to get out and enjoy them. And I hope you have a blessed day. Thanks, guys. Bye.